Hi class, welcome to our second week together. I hope you're enjoying the class so far. It was a pleasure to meet all of you this week with your SIA assignment. There are so many different varied and interesting people in this course. It will be amazing to see your perspectives and what your research interests will be for this week. This week we'll be working on selecting a topic and a purpose for a hypothetical dissertation. I don't want you to get locked into the fact that this week you have to come up with your dissertation topic, because you do not. You're just going to come up with something to work on in our sandbox, our research sandbox here, and try out your research legs. Keep in mind it might be something that you're actually going to use as you head into your dissertation, but it might not be. So don't feel like you are married to this topic or that you have to use this. This is just a sandbox that we're all working in. For many researchers, this seems like a fairly easy task until you get down to it, and then you realize that it's far harder, and you have to focus and you have to narrow and you have to figure out logistics, and it requires a lot of thought and persistence to understand that it is always in flux and always fluid. I have a couple of videos posted for you in the announcements area that might help you as you work through this process. This week we'll be working on the following things. You'll be reading Creswell chapters 2 and 3. There's an ebook of Browse where you'll be reading chapters 5, 6, and 7, so quite a bit of reading this week. And also read the Developing a Research Question flowchart that will help you to come up with one. You can also research in the city library narrowing a dissertation topic. There's lots of YouTube videos or articles on how to narrow a dissertation topic. Utilize those, do some research on your own, see what's out there. Your discussion posts, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but our discussions are due on Thursday in this class. That gives you a little bit of time to work on things throughout the week. So 11:59 p.m. Pacific time, City U time, for that discussion post. And then your peer responses are due by Sunday, 11:59 p.m. So I have a couple of videos in there to help you with those discussions. If you need to get a hold of me, the best way to reach me is via email, mweber@cityu.edu. Please reach out to me if you have any questions at any time. Keep in mind, if you post a question in the discussion area, I will get back to you, but it might take me to the next time I log into the class. Whereas if you send me an email, I can reply from my phone quickly if I need to give you an answer. So if you do post something in the class that can benefit other people, that's very helpful. Absolutely do that. But at the same time, keep in mind that I might not get to it as quickly as you might like an answer, especially if you're working on something. So feel free to send me that email. Just an FYI, we have a huge class, more than 25 people, and so we split the discussion board. So you might be in a slightly different place than when you first started for the SIA. And if it seems like the class shrunk, for you it did, and you're literally with half the class in your discussion group. At least for you, it will help to shrink the discussions and keep them smaller and more lively. I find that things tend to get really lost in a bigger discussion area, so that's why we did that. There's just simply 2 chunks of the class, so your classmates did not disappear at all. They're still here. You're just not interacting with everybody in the class. Hope that makes sense. I hope that you guys have a great week researching, and as always, reach out to me if you need anything at all. Thanks so much, and have a great week.